Hey guys, Trace and Olivia here for Signal by Sony, and we are back from CES 2014 in Las Vegas. What an awesome show. Tennis rackets that have Bluetooth in them, TVs, so much cool stuff.
4K, concept products, we saw it all. Now last week we gave you guys a first look at new gear announced at CES.
And since then we have seen a ton of great questions get posted on sites like YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. So we're here today to help answer a few of those.
That's right, so let's get right to it. The first question comes from TriGunner MX and others who want to know if the Z1S supports 4G LTE. Now, I know that there was a lot of discussion around that, and we can help clear things up. So yes, the Xperia Z1S will support 4G LTE. And since we are on the topic of Xperia phones, Mick Librando asks, the Xperia Z1S and Z1 Compact, is it the same or not? So the two phones are really similar, but there are some slight differences. Let's start with storage. The Z1S has 32 gigs of storage and the Z1 Compact has 16 gigs. And as far as screen size and screen resolution goes, the Z1S has a 5-inch 1080 Full HD screen. The Z1 Compact is slightly smaller with a 4.3-inch screen, and because of its small size, that screen resolution is 720p. The Z1S is for the US market, offered by T-Mobile with the background defocus app built in, and the Z1 Compact was a global launch. Now, you guys can find the full layout of all the specs for both of these phones at Sony's mobile website.
We also saw some discussion about the new line of wearables that Sony launched, specifically the smartwear bands. A lot of people were curious to get more information, like Variant AEC, who asked if these will be compatible with the PlayStation Vita. Now, we were not able to confirm that currently they are designed to be compatible with the Vita, but Sony is telling us to check back for this compatibility later. We're hearing a lot more info on this is going to be coming pretty soon. Now, the glasses with the heads-up display were probably one of the coolest things. You can watch sports, you can use that for all sorts of really neat TV viewing. Sony's Bravia LCD TV range is the main focus for them right now, but they're going to continue to launch products that enhance picture and sound quality, as well as those that accommodate regional demands, in order to further develop the Bravia lineup. Plus, they will work to develop and commercialize next-generation displays, such as organic EL and crystal LED displays. And they're also going to leverage all the links they have with gaming, mobile, and entertainment to improve product appeal in mobile products and movie music content to help enhance the overall offering people get when they choose to buy a Sony TV. 4K, though. I mean, I can't even talk about it. It's just too beautiful. You have to experience it.
You have to experience it. I love watching when you see somebody actually see 4K for the first time.
Amazing.
It's like a life changer.
Changes everything.
All right, so speaking of 4K, the next questions are about Sony's new 4K Handycam. It's funny, Trace, because on the floor I kept hearing people say 4K for 2K because of that 2K price point. It's pretty low for a 4K camcorder. Gary Piazza asks, frame rates. Can I do slow-mo with this thing? Okay, so this is an answer in a few parts here. The camera has the ability to do 24p and 30p, so no, not in 4K. However, other options are available within other resolutions. For example, you can do full HD shoots in 60 frames per second, and when played back at 24 frames per second, that's gonna be 2.5 times slower. 720p shoots in 120 frames per second, and when played back at 24 frames per second, that's gonna be 5 times slower. Now, speaking of frame rate, Bozinger wanted to know why the 4K Handycam does not support 60 frames per second. 60 frames per second is available on other resolution settings. On 4K, that data rate at 60 frames per second would exceed 100 to 150 megabits per second. Now that's a ton of data, especially for an SD card, which this camera supports.
All right, we're going to wrap it up here. Thanks a lot for posting your questions, guys. And as these new products get released in the coming year, we're going to get some of them here in the studio for an even closer look. It's going to be great.
I'm excited for that. In the meantime, you guys, if you want to watch more of our videos, just go to youtube.com/signal. For now, this is Olivia and Trace saying, see you guys next time.